Hey, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the Thursday edition of Concord On Air Preview. We're just showing you a little bit about what's going to be happening over the 4 to 6 p.m. periods of Concord On Air, which, of course, runs from 12 to 8 this Sunday, April 6th. Thank you for watching, and with me I have a special guest.
I'm Sean.
Oh, that's your name?
Yeah, I'm Sean, one of the production assistants. I did a lot of the some of the roll-ins for Concord On Air, so I'm usually not on camera, so this is different for me. But we'll take the opportunity. Why not, right?
Exactly. It's good practice for us. It's good to know what the people who are on camera have to deal with, like directors yelling at them and pointing fingers at them, things like that.
Yeah.
For sure. So we're going to be telling you about what's happening from... we like to have fun here. We're having a good time. And we hope you're having a good time too. So we'll be talking about what's going on from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And so at set A, so as you know, we have 2 sets each hour, which it's hard to explain, but you'll get it once you see it. Tune in to find out. Set A, we have Charlie Russell, who's a favorite here at Concord TV, and he'll be joined by Gene Connolly, high school principal at Concord High. And on Set B, we have Kim Murdoch, who, did you know, is on the Concord TV board? You know that?
No, actually, I
She
did not.
is. That's how we know her. That's the connection.
Oh.
So we're friends with Kim. We're cool with her. And in-town Concord manager, Liza Pornier. What are you doing?
I would be honored to talk about some of the roll-ins here.
Oh,
honored. So looks like we're going to be having a live performance from Scott Solsky.
He's really good.
Yeah, I actually saw some of the roll-in, and it looked pretty good. So we have him live on set between the hours of 4 and 5. After that, we have the Concord High football championship game. I personally am not a big sports person, so I don't know exactly too much about sports, but I know Josh is more of a sports junkie.
Yeah, total sports junkie, absolutely. Yeah, so that's more sort of my angle, maybe not so much yours. But also, we'll be talking about our most fascinating individual, Emma Servadio. She is a fantastic piano player. She's just in the 4th grade. So we have a little video. I think she'll be in studio talking to us. Not 100% sure on that.
Did you say the 4th grade?
What?
She's from the 4th grade. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I can't believe she's 4th grade because the way she plays piano is like if I took lessons for 4 years, I still wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, but we don't want to give away too much because that will be this Sunday, so tune in for that.
And then we are also going to be featuring Counselor Gail Mattson at the Concord Community Center. So she talks a little bit about what's going on at the Heights Community Center, plans for the future, and so you'll want to see that if you live around the Heights area. It's pretty informative.
Yeah, and then after that, we are going to be showcasing CHS Live, which is pretty exciting for myself, being a graduate of class of 09, seeing how that's still up and running, stronger than ever. What they've done differently compared to what they did back in 09 is pretty impressive. So we have a little bit of behind the scenes with AJ and Ryan, who are the behind the scenes guys. So we'll get to talk to them about Concord CHS Live.
And what's interesting about CHS Live is just the whole the structure of who runs it, how they run it. We don't want to tell you too much, but you really want to watch because we explain how CHS Live actually works. And then after that, we're going to be showing a little piece about Seniors of Concord, which is a really cool program that we're going to be starting in the summer, where we just have seniors who live in the Concord area talking about their lives, about their experiences, their stories. And they have a lot of great advice, and we just have a small sneak preview, because that's going to end up being a pretty long feature film, I think, is how it's going to turn out. So tune in for a sneak preview of that. And then the next one after that is actually something I personally taped. It was an honor to do it, was the New Hampshire Supreme Court. They actually came to Concord High. They ruled on 2 cases. They didn't make the rulings. They just heard the attorneys speaking on them. And it's really awesome that students get to see the process of that. And we've got it all on video. And just, again, another small piece of what went on there. Pretty
cool. I remember while I was doing some editing, I was going through some of our segments, and I saw a little bit of that, and it was actually really cool how they came in. But like we said before, we'll see that this Sunday.
Yeah. You don't get to, I mean, as a high school student, don't get the opportunity to actually get to hear in person from a New Hampshire Supreme Court justice.
No, so it's definitely a privilege. if you want to go ahead and take it off for 5 to 6.
Yeah, so 5 to 6, at set A, we're going to have Charlie Russell back again. He's always doing Concord On Air with us, so we love to have him back. And then City Councilor Rob Warner will be joining him. On set B, we'll have City Councilor Dan St. Hilaire and Chris Emond from the Boys and Girls Club. So that'll be pretty fun. And actually, speaking of the Boys and Girls Club, what's our first video we have going up?
The first video we have going up would be the new facility for the Boys and Girls Club. I haven't yet personally seen it, so I'm actually looking forward to actually watching that during its progression through Concord On Air. But they have a new facility. And
I just saw it a few hours ago, and the clip, and it's really cool to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's, the kind of building that you wish, you were back at the Boys and Girls Club yourself. Did you go to the Boys and Girls Club ever?
I won't spoil much, but I have seen it before, and I did briefly see it after, and it looks really impressive compared to what it was before.
The before and after, yeah. And then we'll also be doing a piece on black ice pond hockey, which, if you've been around Concord, it's a huge ice hockey tournament that happens at White Park. And we were there with cameras. We got hours of footage. It was really cold there. It was like you couldn't go without any kind of gloves, If you went with any bare skin, you could get frostbite.
I think that was on one of the more colder days of the winter, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Charlie will get to talk about all of that. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Why don't you tell us about the next few?
Yeah, after that we'll be having the Poetry Out Loud, which I'm not going to lie, I don't know entirely too much about that.
Then maybe I should have talked about that. That's my fault. Poetry Out Loud, it's just you did great, though.
I tried.
Poetry Out Loud is a competition that's done really across the country, and the whole point here at Concord High is that they do a competition every year. So in this particular clip, we are going to be, I don't believe this is the winner of the competition. I think this is going to be talking to two of the teachers who run the actual program. And they know a lot, and they are very influential members of the school community here at Concord High. So it's good to hear from them. And then next one, I guess I'll talk about too. I taped this one. Our most fascinating individual, Sarah Cooley. She is an amazing, amazing girl. 29 years old, works for Disabilities Rights Center. She speaks. She's an advocate. And so we sat down and we interviewed her, and that's a fantastic video. Probably one of my favorite interviews that I've ever done because of everything that she's overcome and everything she's done.
And actually while we're going down this rundown, I realized that a lot of these I actually haven't seen, so I'm actually really excited to watch them on the day of the event. So with that being said, let's segue into the next one here, which would be the Boys and Girls Club auction.
And that's actually a piece that you put together yourself?
Yeah, the day of the auction, I went around with a camera whenever I wasn't working, because I was working audio a majority of the day, but when I wasn't working audio, I went around with a camera during the event and actually before the event. I don't know how many of you actually were there or watched the event for the Boys and Girls Club auction, but a lot went into it. We were there super late the day before, but I won't spoil too much of it. But you get to see exactly what went into preparation, because you just tune in or you go to it and you don't really realize all the sheer amount of work.
So much goes into it.
It's ridiculous. So we got that.
And the next clip we'll be featuring during the 5 to 6 time block is going to be Counselor Jan McClure. She was at the Beaver Meadow Golf Course, and she talks about sort of some of the new renovations, about the course itself, about what you can do in the winter, what you can do all seasons pretty much. So that's another good one. The next one looks familiar, Holiday Parade.
Yeah, the 2013 Holiday Parade, which I was about to say we just had, but it wasn't that recent, somewhat recent, 4 months. But we were in the actual parade with the camera, and so we taped some of the participants and people that were on the side of Loudon Road. So you get to see that. If you missed it, you get to watch it again. So
that's awesome. I actually missed the parade, but watching the clip gives a pretty good feeling of what it was like to be there.
Yeah,
it's a good atmosphere. And so that pretty much wraps up the 4 to 6 p.m. block that we were trying to do for today. We'll be back again tomorrow. Sorry, I kind of lost myself there. We can cut that out once we actually put this on tape.
Josh, I actually think this is live.
No, we'll do another take.
Okay.
Do another take of this. And actually, Sean is going to be taking over tomorrow, fortunately, so I can get back behind the scenes. So, Sean, I guess we'll let you wrap it up.
Yeah, so So tomorrow we will be going over the, correct me if I'm wrong, but the 6 to 8 segments.
That's right.
For Concord On Air. So we will see you then. Hopefully we'll have these set a little bit more dressed up for tomorrow. We'll be using the labs again. And if you're watching it on Ustream right now, or if you're watching it on the channels, please give us a shout out on Facebook.
Let us know.
Let us know what you thought. Any suggestions? Like, honestly, if you don't think something looks right, or you want any feedback, really, we'll take it to heart.
If you think we look ugly.
Yeah, if you think we look ugly. So anyway, that's been it for today's sneak peek at this upcoming Concord On Air for Sunday from 12 to 8. We hope you'll tune in. Bye.